What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading coming at you today with another daily trade review. Today we will be trading reviews from February 17th, 2022. Good day in the market today. Finished up with 113 in the account. Hate that I missed some stock trades today, especially one that we'll take a peek at when we go over and look at our thumbnail watch list, which I'm going to do right here. Today we primarily were watching Facebook and AMD. I had Upstart UPST on the watch list just because it was gapping up this morning, and we were looking to do this on a call play, and as you can see, it pretty much just rolled over after the market opened. So that was the gap up. That was market open right there, and it just gapped and just crashed. Could have looked to go with some puts, but the spread and the open interest was horrible on this stock. So took no trades on it. Had RBLX on the watch list. This was one that I had took a swing on earlier this week. Actually closed it out in my other account red. We recovered some of that red initially, but just didn't get green on it. So took a small loss on that one. But this one here, ISPO. Someone called this out in the chat group that I sit in the mornings. And yeah, I could blow it up on there. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the charts real quick. And we'll look at it on here. Shouldn't take that long. ISPO. All right, so on this one here, someone called this out right around here this morning. Right around here. I looked at this and the volume was so thin that I could not see myself taking a trade on it with this low volume. Look at what this thing did. So the first move that it made, this first pop, it went from $20 to, let's say, $55, halting up several times, halted down, huge drop out of the halt, and then look at what this thing did. So let's see, from this halt right here, it was at $39. So let's say $40. It made a $40 move up to $85. Halted back down. Huge halt back down to what, 62. And then it made a move from 62 back up to 108 before it rolled back over again. And now it's just kind of sideways trending throughout the afternoon. Market has closed. And this one does not have after hours. So there is no additional trading on this until, actually, I'm sorry, it is trading after hours. I just don't have after hours turned on this chart. But it's back up to $88 right now. So it closed at 93, must have took a drop, and now it's trading at, where we at? Right there. $88 on the ask, 86 on the bid. But this trade right here made a lot of people some good money, and it broke a lot of hearts. Because for everybody that made these good trades coming up, it was people that got caught in these huge halts. I could speak to these huge halts on DWAC that I took. Luckily, with DWAC, I got in way down here. I got in DWAC when it had that huge day. I got in around $12.96. I rode that thing all the way up to 175. Just like this. Rode it up to 175. I got caught in two halts coming back down, and I finally got out around $96. I'll do a video reviewing that trade in TraderView and post it. But I made good money, but I lost a ton of money getting stuck in those halts coming back down. Didn't know anything about really trading at that time as far as the halts go. But I should have known that it was well overextended. I should have got out of it and got caught. But yeah, just wanted to take a look at that one. But we'll go ahead, get TraderView pulled up and look at the numbers, and then we'll get charts pulled back up and review the trade. So give me 1 sec. All right, so we have TraderView pulled up. And as you can see, we took 6 trades today. Had a closed P&L of 113. Good trades on Facebook. Excellent trades on Facebook. Not so much on AMD. These 2 trades here were just utterly, I have no clue what I was doing on them. No reason to been getting in them. This one here was one, got out a little earlier than I should have. Like I said, Facebook trades were good. I was happy with those all the way around. SPY, good trade, made 1 R, but got out of that one a little earlier than I should have as well. So let's go ahead and get the charts pulled up. And let's see what we were looking at. So the first trade that we took was Facebook. And if you hadn't hit that like button, won't you go ahead and do it? It don't cost you nothing. It doesn't cost a thing to hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate it. But back to the business at hand. So first trade that we took today, Facebook. Got in that one at 940. So as we can see, Facebook made a nice pop off the open, coming right up here to this area of resistance that we had marked on the chart. Came back and pulled almost back to the VWAP. Half of this move. That looks like a pretty good entry for a buy setup. Only issue being is we're going to have this little hiccup here, and then we have these areas here already marked on the chart. But it had enough room for what we needed to get out of it, so we took it. Entered right there, perfect entry, and we got out of this one at 945. Bam, that's that candle right there. So again, nice move. Nice move. Broke through both of those areas we had marked, and then we started getting this top and tail, and we got out right there. It's pretty good. Almost got the entire move, which is very hard to do. But we made $82 on that trade. Nice way to start the morning. $82 out the gate. And then comes AMD. And I made the comment in the chat room when we were sitting in there this morning that I was not in the zone. I didn't feel myself in the zone this morning. And several of these trades coming up shows it. So first one we took at 1103. These were puts. So we are buying puts. Let's look at AMD. So market came, flushed down, came back up, testing this area. Not really a good entry because you got the VWAP right there, but this thing didn't care about the VWAP, broke right down through it. Boom. Came back up, tested the VWAP. Good entry. right there. That's a good entry. We got a top and tail rejecting the VWAP, and it made a nice move down. Pull back up. Nice pull back to right here. Came back down, kind of just meandered along. Could have taken a trade right here as it's breaking this candle. Could have. But this wasn't really a smooth sequential pullback. See how it just kind of meandered along and then came up? So that really would not have been a good entry. Came back down, came up, and we took a put right here. Not good. On this one right here, we would have wanted to see this come on down here. This move here to come down here, pull back, and then you could take a put. This move is done when it did not set a lower high. This thing did not set a lower high. We can almost say that this trend is ending. And we took a put right there. Okay, you took a put. You took a bad trade. Stop right there. Let's go ahead and stop out right there and take whatever that loss is. Nope. We got out of this one at 11.17. So we weren't in it that long. 11.17. So we were in this, 14 minutes. Didn't take our stop. Rolled it up to here, trying to be right, and we lost $68 on this trade. We almost lost 3R on this one trade, 2 puts. And that was our second trade of the day. We've given back $68 of the $82 that we made. Next trade that we took, we back in AMD again. Back at it again. And this time, we're getting in this trade at 11.25. So not long after we just got hit across the head playing puts, we get in right here on calls. We take a call right there. This thing has made this move right here. Right there. Into resistance. Well extended. Could have waited on a pullback. See if it's going to test the VWAP. And then go. But no. We buy a call right there. This time, we stay in this trade until 11.29. So right there on that candle. We don't stop out. We just get out. We don't stop out. We just get out for a loss of $12. The writing was on the wall that this thing is coming back. It has. Now, I won't say it has to. It could have just strong-armed and kept going. But these red candles was letting me know this was not a smart idea. So ended up getting out, $12 loss. And as we can see, it did pull back. It would have stopped us out full unless we just would have been ignorant like we were on the first trade and just tried to say that it was the good thing to do. We do see that it did make a decent move. So we may have made a little bit of money on that had we held on and not taken our stop and then let it come back up. We may have, but after that trade there, we kind of tried to shake off the foolishness and act like we knew what we were doing. So the next trade that we took, we were right back at AMD. And on this one here, we took this trade at 11.34. So getting in on that candle. I really can't say that we got back on our game. Because this one here, we bought puts. Let's look at this. So this came down, set a higher high, higher low from that low, set a higher high, set a higher low. We can somewhat say we're in an uptrend right now. We got a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Breaking the VWAP. We never really set another higher high. It just ran. So it finally set the higher high here, higher low there. This is after I'm in the trade, so I don't know that, but this did not come all the way back down and kind of rest to give the stock time to go up again. That's why it kind of just like did this little hook action. But we took a put right here and we got in this one at 1134 and we held on to this thing until 212 was the first one. So let's see where 212 is. 212. I sped through that. Y'all didn't need to see all that junk I rode through. So 212 was the first one we got out of. And the second one was right on that candle right there. Let's pull this back. Got in right here and rode through all of that junk. Rode through all of that junk for a whopping $20 as it was coming back up to test the VWAP, and then it just totally failed. So as it came back up, let's just get some money. That's the thought. We didn't roll through all of this junk right here. Let's just make some money. And then we left all that money on the table. So still was not in the zone, because that there clearly shows I was not in the zone. Could have came in and got right there. And then just rode this down. But we didn't do that. We made $20 on that trade. Added a little bit of money to what we had already made. Next, we took Facebook again. So good money on the first Facebook trade. Let's see what we did on this Facebook trade. So we got in this one at 108. Let's see what we were looking at. 108 right there. So again, let's see. Let's look at the 5 as well as the 2. So I'm gonna blow this up. So, and actually, let me go back and do that real quick so we can look. So we got in here on a call, came up, set a high right there, and it rolled over. Boom, tested VWAP, failed, came up, test VWAP, failed, and we got in right there. Decent entry. I'm good with that entry. And we stayed in this trade until 1327. I got out of this trade while I was in Warrior Trading's live broadcast on YouTube. He was broadcasting because he was trading ISPO. And I got out of this trade. Good move. Made $65 on this trade. Excellent move. $65 right there. And look at what this thing did. I made the comment in his chat. Man, I got out of that way too early. Could have got back in right here, though. Could have got back in right there for the move back down. Could have got back in right here as it's going back down. Could have got back in right there on this breakdown. But 65 bucks, and I was pretty much done trading at that point. I was done trading. That was 130. I had pretty much seen all I wanted to see and took part in all I wanted to take part in, and ended up finishing the day on a closed P&L of 113. So definitely was not a bad day when you look at P&L because we made our goal. But when you look at the trades, it should have been so much more. But I'm going to go ahead end this one. If you haven't already hit that like button, I'm going to ask again that you do. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way you could be notified when I post these videos. I'll also be trying to post some other videos. Like I said, I think I'll review the DWAC one. Also, in RT's chat I primarily sit in the mornings. There was someone that asked a question about in Thinkorswim, how can you tell if a stock is hard to borrow or easy to borrow? And explain to him how you could do it, but I'll make a video on that as well. It's real easy. Basically, you just add a column to your watch list, and then you can sort it by hard to borrow or easy to borrow. So I'll make a quick video and get that posted. Not sure if I'll do it right after this one or not. I got some fish in there and some French fries that I am about to devour. So hope y'all had a good day in the market. If not, there's always tomorrow. Trade your plan and plan your trades. And I'm going to go ahead and end this one. Peace.